live. You guys can still see the screen. We are live on YouTube. Let that get started there, and I will come right back. Okay, let me get out of there. Okay, welcome everybody to Wednesday night training. Am I real loud? I have no way of controlling the volume on this thing because I'm talking to you from a phone, and I am broadcasting from the screen. So, but welcome everybody to our Wednesday night training. I'm as excited this week as I was last week. I can tell you now, if you're in mobile marketing, you're in the right place at the absolute right time. And we're going to get back in the platform tonight. I will be able to share the screen and talk through my phone, and everything's going to be fine. So real quick, if you have not joined our Facebook group, please join our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/AWS Mastermind. Kenny Dutton, if any time you cannot hear me or anybody else as far as that goes, please throw it up on the screen so that I can make sure that my phone is transmitting the sound. But if you have not joined our Facebook group, please join our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/AWS Mastermind. There is a lot of great information that flows through there. It is definitely the place to be if you want to be in the know. We have some of the most knowledgeable resellers of probably any company out there. Why? Because they're actually out working the program. They're actually building apps. They're actually making money, and this is actually their business. So it's a great place to learn from one another and share with one another. Quick disclaimer, Appwizard Studio nor I cannot guarantee just because you are watching training, you will make any sales, create any traffic, or increase your income. Every person is different, has different work ethics and different desires. And you know, in your own lives, you see that every day. Nobody is the same. Real quick, I'm just going to throw this word up there before we get going. I want everyone on this call and everyone on this that watches the replay, I want you to go online and I want you to Google micro moments. Okay. Last week we had a great training. Thanks everybody for the wonderful accolades after the training and the messages and so forth. You know, it doesn't, and I do get very excited, but I can tell you this, you are in the right place at the right time. And I want you to Google micro moments. We're not going to talk about micro moments tonight, but we are going to go into, after we finish up the platform, we're going to start talking about micro moments and how to use those micro moments to set up pages in your web apps so that you can literally go in and take something to your clients that is nobody else is doing. I can promise you, when you walk into a customer and show them what you can do, it's going to be absolutely amazing. And that's going to be in about 3 weeks probably that we'll start on that topic. But go on and Google, let me say it again, go on and Google micro moments. Posted in the group last few days ago. 2 people actually asked about it out of the 37 that actually saw the post. And I put in there, go in and Google micro moments. It is a wave that Google has actually created, and many things are happening. So we're going to go right into the control panel tonight. Let me jump out of here. Let me jump into here. Let me, I don't really like the fact that, hang on a second, I'm going to do something. I'm going to get rid of my taskbar. Oh, I don't have to do that. Never mind. All I have to do is bring up the platform, I think. Share the screen. Yeah, that's all I have to do. Okay, and everybody should be able to see my screen now. Is that correct? Everybody can see the screen. And we're going to get rolling. And we were talking about when we last were here about the platform. We're going to go into some things today. And we're going to go into Edit Web App. We'll get as far as we can. I know we're a little bit behind, and we'll just finish up next week, depending on how far we get. Thanks, everybody, for their patience. Technology is what it is. I think we left off last time at Join Our List, and Join Our List is simply setting up the Join Our List where they actually come in and they join the list to go into where? The marketing platform, okay? When they go into the marketing platform, let's go ahead and open it up. This is your marketing platform, or as it's called here, Messaging Center. Somebody asked me the other day, said, I can't find the marketing platform. It's at right here. Just click on Messaging Center. This is where you actually market from. You can send out to text subscribers, email subscribers, post on Twitter, the whole 9 yards right here from the marketing platform. This will be one of the last things we go into in depth is the marketing platform when we look at all the buttons up at the top here. But let's go back to edit the web app. Let's go into content. I'm going to have to move this over just a little bit. Can you guys still hear me okay? I'm actually moving the microphone away from me because it's blocking my screen. Okay, so let's go up here to Join Our List. The Join Our List page is absolutely that. You can put a description up here at the top of your Join Our List. Let's go ahead and do that. Join Our List for coupons. We'll just say coupons. You'll see what it does. Okay. Now, this is a WYSIWYG editor. So with a WYSIWYG editor, we all know that we can do anything we want here. We can manipulate the text. We can come in and we can add source code. If we wanted to put a video up above this, we could put a video up here. If you'll remember, I don't remember if we still have a video in this app. And we don't. But you can put a video in here also. Just like any of the other WYSIWYG boxes, you can bold this. You can change the font sizes. I recommend between 14 and 18. 16 is the best size for text on a mobile web app. And so, but you don't have 16 here. So I go between 14 and 18, depending on what I do. But 14 is nice. And then you can come down here and you could put some more information. Join our list for coupons. I don't want to bold that, so let's take the bold off of that. We send out coupons. Man, this is driving me crazy. Just put a little something in there about it. You can center that if you want to. You don't have to. You can also upload an image in there. You can do anything. You can upload your image here. Set your text color. If you wanted to change this text color right here to something that pops, maybe a bright red or something or whatever. And it's just like any other WYSIWYG editor. Okay. Let's go ahead and save this. Just want to show you real quick. Now you got to make sure that your Join Our List link is on. You can see right here it's not on. We're going to turn that on. And now it's the second button. Now, I usually put a join our list link up here at the top, and we'll go into that when I go in and actually design the app. But here's your join our list link. We're going to save that. We'll come over and preview it. And you can see, of course, I've got a red background here, but you can see the join our list and the text is white. Okay, now you can set that. You can set that information back here again. So let's go back in. Now, let's say that I'm building that app right there, and I forgot, okay, that's a red background. So let's come over to join our list, and we're going to change the color of this now to white. We're going to save it. We're going to go to preview. We'll reload. We'll go back to join our list. And now you can see it. Join our list. We send out coupons weekly. And you can put any information in here. And I highly recommend that you do that. It might even be cool if they put a little video. Maybe your customer shoots a video. You take your iPhone in there or your Android phone and you set it up. And maybe they say use about a 15-second video from the owner. And of course, you charge them for that without question, about 99 bucks, 100 to 150 bucks for that video. And now when they click on that, they've got the owner of the business saying, hey, welcome to Kerry's Place. You know, we love to give out special coupons to our customers. Just simply fill in the information below, click submit, and that way you can get our specials each week. So really cool to do that. And you just put that code in the source code, of course. Okay. And if you wanted it at top, of course, you'd put the source code right up here. Where do you get the source code from? We showed you that in one of the earlier videos. Same way you put a video in anything, just grab the source code and put it up there. Everybody know how to put a video in? Of course, you can't see the text there because I changed it to white. Okay, allow people to subscribe to your text list. Yes or no? Okay, now if you turn this on, what's going to happen is when they subscribe and they put their phone number in, they are going to have the opportunity to opt into your list. Allow people to subscribe to your email list. Yes or no? Okay. That allows them to subscribe to your email list. Now, what you want to make sure you do is if they subscribe to your text list and let's say they don't subscribe to your email list, all you want them to do is that. You can also have them subscribe to the birthday program. Happy birthday. Now, let me talk about the birthday program real quick for a minute. When you're sitting down talking to your clients about the birthday program, we all know that nobody likes to give away anything in these businesses. I mean, they're tight. They think, oh, my gosh, I'm going to give something away. You know, it doesn't have to be anything big. Birthdays are proven to bring in about 70% more than what the clients normally spend. Okay, so let them give away a free dinner and explain to them the reason why. The reason why you want to give away something free for their birthday, because they're going to bring other people into them. Yes, to insert a video, you do use the YouTube video embed code. If you'll just search in the YouTube channel on how to place a YouTube video, there's a couple little changes in it, but it's the exact same way. You do use the YouTube video embed code. Absolutely, Vince. Thank you for the question, sir. So you want to make sure that they understand the reason for the birthday program and the reason that they're using that. If they're not going to do that, they don't even need to use the program, because what people are going to do is they're not going to come in if they've got to spend a bunch of money for their own birthday. How many of you want to spend money on your own birthday present? Is there anybody on the call who says, oh, I'm going to go out and buy my own birthday presents? Everybody just come over. I don't want anything. You know, we don't do that, you know. So make sure, okay. Hang on, let me make sure I did that. Is that not happening? Yeah, all panelists and attendees, yes. But anyway, make sure that you explain that to them, why they should do that. So we've got the birthday turned on. We turned off the email list. Okay, we're going to leave on the subscribe list. We're going to hit save, and we've also put our information up here at top. We're going to hit save. We're going to come up here, and we're going to view text keywords. Okay, view text keywords, because now we want to make sure that we do what? We want to make sure that we set up the information that goes out. Okay, we're going to edit this right here. And this is where we're going to put our sign up message. Okay, let me do that one more time. After you fill out the information, and set up your join our list, to set up the actual keyword is a different place. Okay, the information that goes out there is the information that says, hey, you want to be a part of our coupon program? Say yes, and then they'll actually go into the system. This is an opt-in system. It's based on what the FTC says that you have to have, okay, and it's all FTC compliant. So let's go back up. Just click on view up here. If you get lost of where it's at, just click on view right up here next to keywords. Right here it says edit, text keywords, edit. Allow opt-in on the web app. Now, if you have more than one keyword, you may want a specific keyword to be used for the opt-in. So if I had two keywords, I'd say no on this one and yes on the other one. But we're going to say yes. And now see right here, you can see it's already got 85 characters used. That's these characters right here. Thanks for joining. To stop, text stop. Message and data rates may apply. This is by FTC regs. You cannot change that. You can't take it out. It's already there. So you have 107 characters or 106 characters, something like that. So we only have 85 characters remaining. It already says thanks for joining. And I can't type because I was not looking. You'll be receiving weekly coupons from us. Click this link. God almighty. And put a link there for a special, okay? Now, I recommend maybe you use Google Shortener or something like that. Keep the characters as low as you can and hit save. Now, when they go in and they sign up, this is the message that they're going to receive, and they have to opt into the list. Now, let me just say, because I get this call all the time. Matter of fact, I just got it yesterday. I think it was the day before. When you're testing and you opt in and you're already opt in, and you go and you keep testing on that app, it's not going to allow you to opt in again. You're already opted in. It's not going to continue to send you messages over and over and over. You've already tested on that and tried it on that app. Okay, so it's working. It's working fine. If you want it tested, just type it in. Put the app in the group, and there will be plenty of people that test it. Okay, or send it to me via Messenger. I'll be more than happy to test it. So those changes are saved. Let's go back to Edit Web App. Now, when I come in to join our list, there's our name, our mobile number, our birthday, club, disagree or agree, submit button. To unsubscribe from text list, text stop to 27126. Now, if you want to set up email, okay, and I have a very extensive video on this in the YouTube channel. If you come over here and you go to join our list, you say allow subscribers on the email list. Save yes. It's not going to send out this incentive message right here. Okay, it's not going to send out that incentive message. What you want to do is you want to come up, go to Messaging Center, come down to MailChimp API, because our system is now integrated with MailChimp. Put in the API key and the list ID. If you will go on and Google, search the YouTube channel for MailChimp, there is a full training on how to set up MailChimp, set up the API key and get the list ID, and how to set up your responses on MailChimp. Okay? Any questions on that at all? Any questions on setting up the join our list? Forget where I was at. Anybody? Okay, we'll roll on. Email us form. This is simply the form that goes along with this email us button right here. Whenever you put when they click on this, excuse me, and it comes up, pulls up this form, when they put in that information, whatever email you have right here, and this is usually the customer's email address, you just simply click save, put the email in there, and it will connect to this email us button. Pretty simple, cut and dry. All right. And you can see here it tells you, email. And it connects to that button. That button is set up. That particular button is set up right here under tab. There's the email us button. Just select it and it's active. All right. Any questions on that at all? The rate us button. Simply turn it on or off. Now, this is the thumbs up, thumbs down. Allow rating anytime or once every 24 hours. I highly recommend that you have this set up once every 24 hours. Okay? Send the report to whatever the phone numbers are, whatever the email addresses are. All right? You have to have texting set up in order for it to go to the phone numbers. You have to have texting set up, and you can send the report to up to 3 phone numbers and up to 3 email addresses. This is a very good system. Let me go ahead and save it real quick. Let me turn it on up here. I'm going to turn off a bunch of these buttons real quick. I'm just cleaning this up so I can be at the top of the page. This is the rate us button. This is the thumbs up, thumbs down. Very, very popular. And let me tell you, this is a great way to go out and set up an internal reputation management system for these companies. Okay. In our panel here, exactly can we find share web app section to make that button? I'm not sure what you're asking, Vic. The share web app button is always there, and all you need to do is turn it on. Hit save, and it's there. Turn it off, and it's gone. That's, I mean, the share web app button is always turned on, always turned on. That's not something that you put in there. Oh, if you do not, I can tell you, if you do not have the viral share feature, if you have not purchased the viral share feature, you don't have the share web app button. The share web app button works with the viral share feature. To get the viral share feature, you go into manage, add-ons, and you have to get the text sharing right here. If you don't see that and you don't have text sharing, that's the reason you don't see it. Otherwise, if you have text sharing, it's not on, it's not turned on. So I hope one of those answers answered your question. The Rate Us button, as I was saying, this can be sold as a standalone program alone, okay? You give them a thumbs up, they put their information in there, they have a chance to put comments in there of what they liked. Same thing, they can give a thumbs down. The minute that is submitted, if you have the email and or the text in there, the email and or the texting in there, whoever the management is, team that's got that phone number and our email will receive that immediately. That is very, very important when you're selling this and you're talking to them about that, that whoever is on duty. Foursquare has changed, Dennis. I'm not sure if that can still be connected or not. I don't sell it as anything outside of the store. I sell it as a in-store, in-house. I don't want it broadcasted. And that's the way I sell it. Because the good comments are good, but it's the bad comments that you don't want to get out there. So it's kind of tough to stop that. I sell it as a direct in-house, and I sell it to them exactly that way. That you don't want those bad comments hitting the street. You want to stop it before it ever happens. And that's the great thing about having your own in-house reputation management system. You know, a lot of guys go in. Nobody sees that, but I mean, I can check on it to see if it still connects. Let's see here. I'll talk to Mark about that tomorrow, and I'll ask him about it. It doesn't appear to be searching. And if it's not working, we'll take it out. And thanks for breaking that. I don't ever think about it being back there. But I will talk to him about that tomorrow. Okay. But this is a great, great tool to go out and sell. Great tool to go out and sell. Address in Google Maps. This is pretty straightforward. This is what actually brings up your door-to-door directions and all that. Give it a second to load here. Yeah, I don't think it's connected any longer, Dennis. Foursquare actually sold to another company, and I don't believe it does. I will check on that though. My internet is massive slow doing this the way I'm doing it, and I apologize for that. That may be why I couldn't connect a while ago. I'm not sure. I don't have anything connected. Well, we'll sit here and let that spin for a minute. Any questions on anything we've gone over yet? Yeah, Vic, that is for every single app. It's $20 a month. It covers every single app. Absolutely. If you lose me on voice, hang on just 1 second. Can everybody still hear me on voice? Give me 1 second here. I'm going to completely go out of that. I'm off the screen share. Give me just 1 second, guys. Some nights you just have one of these days. You ever sitting at the house working and just absolutely nothing you did that day worked? That's when I stop. I go outside and come back. Okay. Hang on just 1 second. There we go. Got the screen share back. Everybody can still hear me. All right, let's go down here to addresses in Google Maps. This is pretty straightforward, very easy to do. You just simply click on add. This is the business name, their phone number, all their information. One of the biggest things I get, and I'm going to go ahead and throw it in here. Hang on, let me just use the one that's already in here. You can put an image up here if you want an image up here in this area. I get this a lot, Kerry. My map isn't showing or whatever's happening isn't happening. If you don't have this use the Google map above clicked, if you do not have that clicked, then you're not going to get your Google map. Okay? You're not going to get a Google map. So you have to make sure that you have used the Google map above. All right. Now, if you'll remember, you used to be able to scroll with your mouse, and you can't anymore. Chrome changed that. So you have to do the arrows now. You can still move it around, but you used to could scroll it. So just wherever you set it, all right, then hit save, and that sets up your map. All of this information is under the Contact Us section, all right, under the Contact Us section. Let me go in here and turn it on because I just turned it off a while ago. And let me show you guys something. You can change this. You can change the names on these buttons right here if you want to. Maybe you want to say addresses and maps. And that automatically changes. Everything is kind of WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. All right. So you just, and hit save. Always remember to hit save after every single thing. Then we'll come over here. We'll reload. Addresses and maps. And here's your information. The website's a hot link. The email's a hot link, and the phone numbers are hot links. Hot links meaning if they tap on that, it will call the number from their phones. It will email the email from their phone, and it will open the website from their phone. So these are actually hot links right here. Okay. And they actually work. So when you put their website in there and or their email address in there or their phone numbers, all they have to do is click on those. Okay. And those URLs are hot. And you can see there's the image right there. Custom forms. Mark added a new, and I'm going to cut and paste this, a new thank you page. You can either put your information in here and or now you can redirect this page. I just pasted in the redirect code into the group there. Everybody ought to be able to see that. So right here, this is what's shown after the user submits the form. If you want to put your own data in there, and I'm going to leave that in there just so it's on the page. Okay. Thank you, whatever. Filling out the form. Just that simple, and hit save. Or let's say, and let's talk about the redirect for a moment. Let's say that you're using this form as a way to make a sale. And they fill out the information. After they fill out the information, you want it to go directly to a pay site, okay, to an online pay site. So this would redirect them to where it says www.mysite.com. You would put the actual URL of the pay site right there. So when they submit the information, it's gonna roll to the thank you page for just a second, and then it's gonna redirect. Okay, and you may want to put something on there like 1 second, please. ... And it'll redirect. And it takes about a second, maybe 2 seconds, depending on your connection. And that will redirect to the site it's supposed to go to. Okay? Any questions on the redirect code? I put it in there. You must have the script. And the script, this box actually takes WYSIWYG. I mean, HTML code. So you just simply put in the script, window.location equals and script, and that will redirect that page. Okay. Does everybody understand that? Everybody understand how to make a redirect and or a thank you page? This was changed just a couple of weeks ago, posted in the group. And but the script, everybody's been asking for the script, so we also added that in so that these pages could be redirected. A great way to do this, let's say that you've got somebody out in the field and they are sending you information for an app and you want your money at the same time, which is a great way to do it if you want to get paid. Just simply, they fill out the information and it automatically redirects them to a pay site. They put in the customer's credit card information and send it to you. Let me tell you why this works very well for them. Right here, you can put this box in here where they can upload a file. Let's say that the place of business where they're at has a PNG file or a JPEG file on their computer. They can email that directly to your rep. They can hit choose file, pull it off of their phone, and they can send in the logos and everything right with the page. Be redirected immediately to the checkout page. You get your money. You have all the app information, and now you can continue to build the app and don't have to wait on the money. Of course, you want to put the submit button on there. All these buttons are drag and drop. The input boxes. You can say that the information is required, yes or no. If they don't put the information in there, then they'll get they'll get a comment that says, hey, you've got to put this information in there when they submit the button. Or you can say no. You change the titles right up here. You can see it says text and numbers or numbers only. Numbers only if you want it to be a phone number. So you got your name, your phone number, upload the file, and submit the submit button. This upload, when this sends you the file, it will send you a link to download the file onto your computer. Okay, all you do is open the file, you right-click on the image, and you download it. This is a very, very, very super, super cool feature. Okay, it actually turns this into a little small shopping cart. All right. No, you can't put products in here. Let me go ahead and say that because I'll be asked that question. Any questions at all? Any questions at all? Of course, your email. This is the email that the information is going to. And you can change the name of the form. All right. And the description, this description. Okay. And there's the form. There's where you choose the file. You can literally choose this from your computer and or your phone. If you're selling an insurance agent, this choose file is a great way to do that, to sell to them, because their clients can take pictures right there on the spot. You know, some insurance agents are independent and they don't have the fancy stuff like Allstate and all that stuff. So you can go in and say, hey, we can collect all the data. They can take pictures. They can choose the file right from their phone, and they can send it directly to you. All right. Or maybe they're going to move the cars out of the road or something, whatever. This is a great tool for that. Any questions on the form? Custom forms? Scratch offs. Add a scratch off. You can select an always a winner scratch off. All right. This is every time somebody scratches it, they're going to win something. There's a couple of things I want to point out on this. You can do a text only, rub to reveal coupon, okay? And this is what it looks like. They will rub to reveal the coupon, and or you can put a custom image in there, text with a background. Here's the background images. These are all already in there, and or you can upload your own image. And if you can see right here, the image has to be 221 by 286. Just simply upload the image, and that image will be on the top here, just like pull this up. This is what the image will look like. It will go right over top here, and you can put your text. Really cool. The winning image, the same thing. It can just be text, and or you'll see the preview. If you rub off, that's what it looks like. And or you can put a custom image behind that. Both ways. Redeem method is send text message to winner or none. If you use the send text message to winner, you can have them allow them to opt in, okay, to your list. This is the redeem code, all right, right here. Update your email address to get notifications. Yes. Update now. Let me show you this real quick. This is your account email address. If you want to get that information, you have to make sure that's in there. If you've already got it set, you don't need to worry about it. Back to the scratch offs. And you've got the lottery scratch off. A lot of people get confused about the lottery scratch off. You can do the same thing. You can send text message to winner. You can have them opt into your list. We don't have that turned on right now. That's why you don't see that. It doesn't say yes. You can set an expiration on it. Notify me of winner. Yes. Okay. Notify me of winner. And if you want to update your email address once again. All right. Winner message. This is the message they get when they win. All right. Every 10th scratch off. All right. So what you want to do is you want to say, okay, sir, this is the way this works. Every 10th person is going to be a winner. Every 10th scratch. We had a guy that set this up. All right. He didn't change this. They were giving away a TV, an expensive TV, and they gave away a bunch of TVs, and they were very upset. So what you want to make sure you do, they say, okay, we're going to give away a TV, and we're going to let 1,000 people do the scratch off. Put this somewhere around 790 or something. All right. And about 790, somebody's going to win the TV. You don't want to put this thing at 10 and every 10th person win a TV. So you want to make sure you watch that. Okay. The winner message, you can upload an image like before. Make sure it's 221 by 286. You can add in a second winning message. All right. Every 10 scratch off, they get the next message. Then the next message. You can keep these winners going on and on and on and on. Let's say you're going to give away 100 prizes. So you've got every 10th. Now we're going to say every 25th. And then we're going to say every 50th. And we're going to add one more every 100. Okay? So for every 10 scratch-offs, they're going to get the first prize. Then after that, you're going to add another prize for every 25. Then after that, every 50. So there's going to be what? 2 of these given away. And then there's only going to be 1 of these given away if you're going to only do 100. It's over at that point. All right? Expires. I recommend that if you set these up, that you set an expiration. That's just my personal recommendation. You can or you don't have to. When this expires, it automatically removes it from the app. Okay, whenever you set this up, it will automatically remove it from the app. Okay, and these are the same. Scratch image. You can upload an image, make sure it's 221 by 286. Text with the background. You can change these to whatever you want to change these to. All right. I'll just save this. Oops, let me get that out of there. All right. Anytime, every 20 minutes, every 6 hours, every 7 days, whatever you want it to be. That means that person can do it that many times. He can sit there and just rub it, rub it, rub it, rub it, or he can do it whenever. Okay. Text. Sorry, not a winner. Click save. These are really cool. People really like these things. They love that rub off. They love that interaction. Let me turn it on. I don't know what. I think I set it to expire. I do this every single time. See, I set it to expire and it's not coming up. Let me turn that off. There's the coupon. And it literally is a scratch off. I highly recommend that you go in and you play with this, get familiar with it. These are very, very popular, and they're very easy to sell if you walk in with a scratch off, especially if you go in and you show them that you can customize those. You can get $99 just for the customization of the design for the coupon itself. That's $99 and charge them $49 a month. So that's $150. Now you got $49 a month. And if they change those frequently, you charge them $99 every time they do an upgrade. So you can literally make, $200 or $300 off of coupons alone every month. They're very, very popular. Very popular. Any questions on the scratch off? Remember, you have two different kinds. You have the always a winner and the lottery. Okay, always a winner and the lottery. And you can set up the lottery. Do not, make sure if you're giving away a big prize, you set this number to where they don't give away 50 TVs. You don't want to get that phone call. Okay? You don't want to get that phone call. Any questions at all on the scratch offs? Events. Simply add a new event. You guys mind if we go over about another 10 minutes? Is that okay with everybody? I mean, since we got started about 10 minutes late, we'll go about another 10 minutes if that's all right with everybody. So let's talk about the events. Let me see what's next. Okay, we'll stop after events and then we'll pick up next week. You can absolutely make a ton of money selling these events. All right. They are a great way. I can't remember who it was, but somebody in the group did like a $70,000 event package. All right, about a year ago, I think it was. And they did, I mean, it was crazy. I mean, they were selling they were selling subscriptions to the events. They were putting the events in the system. They were selling advertisements to the events. It was really, 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 really cool. So what do we do here? We're going to come in and we're going to put a title in. Let's say AWS Shindig. A shindig being a hoedown or a dance. All right. So now we're going to put a little overview in here. Man, look at that. I didn't misspell one word and I capitalized everything. Okay, now you can put an image up here. This is where the marketing really comes in. Let's say that you've got bands coming into an area, okay, and they're playing a huge event, maybe something put on by the Chamber of Commerce or a fair or something like that. And you've got about a half a dozen to a dozen bands coming in, okay? And so you go out and you want to put an image of the band, and I don't have an image of the band, but you can go out and you can put the image of the band, and underneath that image, you can put sponsored by, and that's where you go out and you sell that advertising. You say, okay, we're looking, if you want to sponsor this band in the event app that we're putting out for the special event, it's $99 or $150 or $300, whatever your market will bear. You're going to sell the advertising to that particular event. Okay. Now, if it's the main event that comes on at 8 o'clock, you know, usually when you go to these large events in these towns that are put on every year, especially this time of year in October, okay, you have all your fall festivals. They bring in these bands, so they'll have one at 10, one at 11, one at 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Does anybody know what time the main event usually takes the stage? What time a main event normally takes the stage as like a band? That's right. Anywhere from 8 or 9 o'clock. So if it's the main event, if it's the one that everybody's going to see, you know it's good name band in the area. So if Kenny Chesney is going to be the main event, do you think you're going to sell that sponsorship for $100? Heck no, man, because everybody's going to be checking that event. That's the one everybody's going to be opening. All right. When that app is being opened during the whole show, everybody's going to be checking to make sure that old Kenny's going to be on that stage, okay, or whoever it is. They always bring in a headliner. That headliner, you can get that sponsor. I guarantee you upwards to $1,000 because somebody wants to sponsor that main event in that app because they are going to get a lot of looks. All right. So, but you just simply upload the image. Now let's just put something up there. This is actually a app I did today. So you put the image up there. You set the date. All right, let's go ahead and set this for tomorrow. Start time, 8 o'clock p.m. End date, the 21st. End time, 10 o'clock. Phone number, if there's a phone number to contact somebody for tickets or something. Check the address, same thing. Hit add. We're going to come up here to the preview. Go to events. There it is, AWS Shindig, September 21st, 2017. There's all your information. All right. And there's your $100 card that you can put up there. All right. So make sure that you think about this a bit. You can there again. This is another standalone product that you could literally make your mark, because how many of you go to these events and see these event apps? You don't see them anywhere. All right. Go to your chambers of commerce, go to whoever's sponsoring the events. Sometimes, like in our town, the college sponsors events. Whoever's sponsoring the events, you give them the event app for free, and you go after all of the sponsorships. So you would go to the Chamber of Commerce and say, hey, look, we do event apps, and have one drawn up, have one put together as a demo. You walk in and say, hey, we do event apps. What we do, how we make our money is we actually sell sponsorships to your events. We will put the event logos in there, and we do all that. And what we do is we have people sponsor each page. That's how we make our money. Now, what we like to do is some of that money that we make, we like to give 10 or 20% back to an organization of your choice at the Chamber of Commerce. So let's say you're doing $100 on an ad. All right. You're going to give them 20 bucks of it. You go out and sell $10,000, $20,000, $100,000 worth. They're going to get $20,000 back to their organization. You walk away with $80,000. I can tell you now, listen to what I'm saying. Sometimes it's great to be greedy. Actually, it's never great to be greedy. Greed will always hang you. Okay? Greed will always hang you. Do something good for these organizations, and they will love you from now on, and no one will ever replace you. You're giving them an app for free. Now you're going to also give back to the organization 20% or 10% or whatever it is. Okay? Don't say, oh, we're going to give you 2%. No, make it a nice number. You're going to make plenty of money on these. Okay? And they're going to also go out and they're going to do what? Because they want that donation back to them. They are going to advertise your little event app like crazy. All right. So do something nice for them in return for allowing you to come in and set this up for them. It's a great way to build your event apps. Next thing you know, you got 10 or 15 events a year. That's knocking you down $25,000 to $50,000 a piece. I mean, you don't really need to do anything else, do you? I mean, that's a pretty nice chunk of change. So you set these events up. They're the same time every year. You do the same thing every year. You go in and you set up the vendors. You put all that information in there. And guess what the vendors do? The vendors pay for these little spots right here. You're more than happy to put the vendor in, but you know what they want? They want this ad right here. They want this ad right here. Okay? So very easy to do. This is a great way to make money. You could literally do nothing but have an event app company and do nothing but event apps full time. Okay? Let's see here. Any questions on events? Now, one thing I will tell you is when you put these in, when you add your next event, it will automatically put them in the order of date. So let's say they make a change, and the change, they got an 8 o'clock change, and they got somebody that's coming in at 7 o'clock, and you didn't put it in there, but you've already got a 5 o'clock and an 8 o'clock. It will automatically drop to 7 o'clock in order. Okay, it will put them in order of time and date automatically. You don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go in and take all this stuff out and do all that. It'll automatically do that for you. And that does work because I did a large event for a school, and Mark fixed that for me. So I know for a fact it works, because I did not want to have to go in and take all that stuff out. Any questions at all? At all? You say the scrolling pics get much bigger all of a sudden. If you will message me on Messenger and send me your app, I'll be more than happy to look at that. Are they all the exact same size? Are all the pics the exact same size? Are they all 500 by 250, or are they all different sizes? And I assume you're talking about this picture right here, that you've put multiple pictures inside the header. Right here. So what you did was you came in and you added a bunch of images. Is that correct, Vic? Okay, and when you added those pictures, were they all 500 width by the same height? Okay, it can't be roughly. That's what happens. They have to be the same. You can't do you can't do different sizes here. If you want it to work correctly, they need to be the same size, because what's happening is they're all trying to adjust. Make sure they are 500 wide. Okay, make sure they are 500 wide, 500 pixels wide, and make sure that they're all the same height. Okay, and that's 500 pixels, 500 pixels wide. All right. If you have any problems with that, let me know. I can tell you 7 images up here is a lot. Yeah, 500 wide, 500 pixels wide, and make sure they're all the same height. Ping images, images with transparent backgrounds will work on one image. They do not work if you put multiple images in. That takes the transparency out. Okay. Great question. I recommend only 2 to 3. And I also recommend that when you do that, you set them to 3 seconds. I mean, you think about it, 10 seconds. If you got 3 images in there, that's 10 seconds. That's a very, very long time. All right. Great question, Vic. Thank you, buddy. Any more questions? Any more questions? Okay, let's go over photo gallery real quick. And it's not almost 9:30, and we'll cut it off there. In photo gallery, you can add categories. This is great if you're doing homes for a real estate company. If you open an app, then switch to a second app, does the first app still run in the background? Not that I'm aware of. That it's cached. I mean, obviously it's cached, but it's not running. If that's what you're asking, it's still in the cache. So if you go back, for example, and unfortunately I'm using my phone right now, or I would show you. I don't know what. Hang on a second. Every page you open is layered on top of the other. That's why if you're in a Facebook app and you don't close it out and you don't remove it, it's still running in the background. That's why you pull down your bandwidth. You know, those kind of apps. Just like if I was on Facebook right now on my computer in another tab, it would be running even though I'm not on that tab. It's always there until you close it out or clear it. I think that's what we're talking about. I hope it is. Okay, I'm going to add some photos here. Now you can see here category. I've got uncategorized, or I want to put these in a specific category. And I'm going to caption this picture 1. We're going to upload an image. Let me move this over here. Let me find some pictures here. Hang on just 1 second. I got some real estate pictures here somewhere. Okay. So we're going to open this up. These are real big, all right? You see how big these are? I'm going to add that. I've got one in AWS 1. I'm going to put it's picture 1, AWS 1, save. Let's put another one in there real quick. Picture 2. Put this in AWS 1, upload an image. Now these automatically resize, okay? They will automatically resize for your phone. All right, there's number 2. Make sure it's in category 1. All right, you got 2 pictures there. I'm going to hit. Now, if you want to move these pictures around, you can. See, it says drag. You can change the category if you want to. If I want to put that in uncategorized photos, I just hit save. And it will move it up. All right. Let's go to preview, reloads. Now for this, your pictures don't have to be the same size, but I highly recommend that you adjust them. They're automatically going to be adjusted in the system. They're going to readjust the size. You can see you got your categories here. Go to AWS 1. Here's your 2 thumbnails. You click on it. And you can start the slideshow. You can scroll it, whatever you want to do. And it automatically adjusts. It's responsive. You don't have to worry about that. It also automatically takes care of the size of the picture, so it doesn't take forever to load. But what you want to make sure, if you're sitting there doing this, go ahead and reduce them before you upload. If you upload really big pictures in here, you know, some of those 1,800 by, 3,000 or something like that, and they're huge megabytes, it's going to take forever to sit here and put all that in your computer. So go ahead and adjust those beforehand. They don't have to be the same size. It doesn't really matter. I'll kind of show you here. Picture 3. I'm just going to throw something in here. Let's see here. Let me just find a picture real quick. Okay, that's there. I've got that in there. I'm gonna hit add. You can see it put the image in there. Now that's obviously not the same size. Let's go over here to preview, reload. Let's go to photo gallery, AWS 1. And you can see that's not the same size, but it still makes the thumbnail. And it pulls up the size in picture 3, okay? So everything automatically redoes right here. I recommend that if you can, especially on home pictures and things like that, that you crop them up and you do them the same size. That way it's consistent going across the board. It looks better. But if you're not, it doesn't matter. All right? It doesn't matter. Any questions at all? How does one, do you have a graphics program? You do that with a graphics program. I mean, width is measured in pixels. Height is measured in pixels. The images for the headers, the average size of a business card, if like this business card right here is 250. I'm sorry, 500 by 500 by 289. Okay, this image right here is 500 by 289. And that's just the way it cut out. They're usually, most business cards are between 70 and 80 when you crop them. So, but you can see right here, it's 500 by 289. Yeah, you have to use a graphics program. There's no other way to do it. You have to crop them in a graphics program, the whole 9 yards. A great program is, what program am I thinking of here, guys? Uzyme. Thank you. I use Adobe products for graphics, and I also use Usign. I use Usign to design a lot of graphics. So, any other questions? Great, man. I love it when you guys ask questions. That sure does make trading go well. Any other questions? Before we shut it down, it's about 9:35. I apologize once again. I'll figure out why everything wasn't connecting with Zoom, but it worked out okay. Let's see here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody have a great night. Good night. God bless. And we will see you on the next training. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody.